It's the first day. What do you mean? You the one invited me over for. You invited me over for dinner.
I may have invited you over for dinner, but
so you're
invited.
We're in a grocery store.
So what?
So I walk off for you. I'm gonna pay for none of these. I'm not.
You're not gonna walk off on me either.
I'm not gonna pay. What do you mean? You invited me over for groceries. You invited me.
I invited you over for dinner. So if I'm cooking dinner, then you're buying.
You recording in a grocery store?
Yes, I'm recording in a grocery store. I'm recording.
You got the line behind you. You have your line behind you. So you holding up the line. I mean,
you're holding up the line because you're not paying. Pay for this.
I'm not paying for that.
You invited me to you are embarrassing me. Pay for this.
You invited me to your house for dinner. You invited me to your house.
So you mean to tell me you're not paying for this? You know what? I tell you what. I'll pay for this. I'll pay for this, and then you gonna take me home, and you gonna just go home.
I don't care. I just have to go home because I'm not paying for it.
Right. So I'm
What in the economic crisis is this? Cost of living. What in a cost of living is this? Yeah? This is such an embarrassing argument to be having in a store. Now, listen, yeah, I think if a woman invites you for dinner, right, out of chivalry or being a gentleman, it's nice to offer to pick up something on the way to her house. Even if it don't even have to be the ingredients, it could be a glass of a bottle of wine, anything, and that will also work in your favor because that could spruce up the night. But yeah, it's also dangerous to assume, especially if you're going to a house, she doesn't have the ingredients, And a lot of the time, sometimes when a woman invites you over, she's cooking with her own ingredients. So the truth is, she kind of swindled him, to be honest, because she can record it and be expecting it and him and all of that, but you should never be in a shop together arguing over who's going to pay. In these kind of dating scenarios, you don't assume. This is what is tripping me up about this. Both people are assuming. He's assuming that she just has food ready, and to be honest, that's what would usually happen. And she's assuming that he would pay for the ingredients. Or maybe she is trying to get her weekly grocery off of a man. Now, guys, let me tell you something, yeah. Be very careful. We're living in treacherous times. Hey, let me tell you, listen, on these dating apps, yeah, women are out here using men for their leisure time. What do I mean by that? I mean, women are going on dates so they can eat out. They can enjoy their life and not use their own money. It's probably why so many people are fighting against, or so many women are fighting against 50-50. Now, I'm not saying I agree with 50-50, but you see how a lot of women go hard that they hate someone that wants to go 50-50. Not all of them, but a lot of them. But a lot of ladies are out here looking for men to sponsor their leisure life, even though a lot of them have decent jobs. And you know what they're using their money for? They are buying the houses. Oh, we have to wake up and we have to smell the coffee. I'm going to do a video soon about, value. And I hate the fact that we have to use value in this day and age of relationships. And I don't think it should be about value. But right now, women, a lot of women, not all, they're playing a game where they are allowed to be smart with their money, right? But you should spend on them, blow your money, and they should actually use their money to build. And then, you know what's going to happen in the future? Women are going to have all the assets, and then men them are just going to be out here trying to impress women. Anyway, this looks like that. It looks like she didn't want to spend money on groceries, or even if it's dinner for the night. She wanted a man to spend it. She invited him over for dinner, and she's expecting him to buy the groceries. And I don't know if he's broke, or I don't know if he just caught her out. and out of principle he said no. But all I can say is, if there was a queue behind them and they're arguing at their checkout, that's embarrassing. At that point, what I would have done is pay for it, and then I would never see her again after that day. Pay for it, make sure I get my money's worth, eat the food, yeah. Whatever the night was gonna be is gonna be, but she won't see me again. Because that is sly. Like, do you know what? I think the way to go about things, yeah, is either communicate properly, yeah, or just don't assume. And if you're looking for someone that would offer certain things, like if you're looking for someone that would pay for dinner or would do all this, then if that person, we always have to take risks. I would say first date risks. I would say men still pay for a first date. And if it don't work out, if you see that she's a gold digger or anything like that, then 1L, you're cool. But obviously on these dating apps, you gotta be careful, because you could end up doing that over and over and getting no return for your money. So the main thing is, yeah, is don't assume, yeah. And you know, sometimes you just gotta take it out in this dating game and dating game and test things and try it out, and whatever happens, happens.
Yes, I am the mother who is not allowing her daughter to go to Disneyland unless her father's side of the family takes the rest of the kids. I have 6 kids total, 4 different fathers, okay? My daughter was invited to Disneyland by her father's side of the family. Now, her father was once the rest of the kids' stepfather, okay? These kids called him dad at one point in their life. He invited my daughter to go to Disneyland. I told him, you are taking the other 5 kids, or she is not going. There's no possible way I am going to allow one of my children to go to Disneyland. Could you imagine being 10 years old, seeing your sister pack to go to Disneyland, and the rest of the kids can't go? Just because I made poor choices, I am not going to punish my children for those poor choices. You can hate on me. It don't matter to me. My daughter is not going to Disneyland unless her father takes the rest of the kids. Period.
Bruh. Whew. This is a sticky situation here. Now, she said that whole consequence thing, yeah, that her kid shouldn't suffer the consequences of her actions. But you see, there's certain things in life that we just have to accept will affect the next generation. Yeah, and I'm sure she understands it, because for her to make that statement, she basically knows what her portion is in life now, like. But there's certain things you just can't avoid, right? So I'm sorry, but when you put technicalities into this, if the man has one daughter from the lady, his job is to look after that daughter, or to co-parent for that daughter, yeah? Those other kids are not his, right? But the lines get a bit blurry if they were together and he became a stepfather. Because this is the problem now, yeah? This is where it gets crazy. If you go into a house, it's unfair to present as a stepfather unless you're in it for the long term. Because kids don't deserve to see a revolving door, even if the mum moves mad, yeah? But if what she's saying is true, and he was a stepfather, he chose that, it's a bit mad to, like, you're breaking up with the kids as well as the mum. But then you kind of have no choice, because if you've broken up with the mum, it's very unlikely the mum, maybe in certain instances, but it's very unlikely that the mum's going to still allow you to father the kids anyway. So yeah, it's just a bit fuzzy, it's all blurry. But what I would say is, the bottom line is this, yeah? He's got a child. He's responsible for that child. He is allowed to come, he should be allowed to take that kid to Disneyland. And if those other kids have a problem, send them to their fathers. If the father's not in the picture, well, like you said, these are the consequences of your actions. Listen, the consequences of our actions, they affect our children. Trust me, I know. They affect our children. Can't run away from it, because even forget the Disneyland. Let's just say that is the most present father out of all the other fathers of your kids, right? He's still going to be talking to his daughter, interacting with his daughter, buying his daughter gifts, doing all these things. Are you going to stop everything to make it equal? It's a losing battle, because you can't control everything. And even if you do it while they're kids, you can't control it when they're older. Do you know what I'm saying? If a child wants to have a relationship with their dad, and that dad is the best dad out of all the other baby fathers, unfortunately, there will be comparisons. So you can try and hide it now with the Disneyland thing, but I think it's better to just accept that, yeah, these are you made mistakes by having multiple baby fathers, and these are just some of the things that come with that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, and then what if the man has other kids and he wants to invite his daughter, and now his daughter is now affected because of the, like, it's all messy. This is why I always say this. This is why if we just all follow God's plan and got married before we had kids and did things right, all of this wouldn't be an issue. This is what we're warned about. It's messy. Do you see what I'm saying? It's crazy.
हो
ऊपर लगो। हाँ ना, ऊपर साइड बनो ना, दे तो खड़ी हुई नहीं।
ऊपर ऊपर इस साइड। रेडी? कैसा लग रहा है?
ठीक लग रहा है, डर लग रहा था पहले।
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What is that? Oh my days. A $1 eye clean. It's a woman sticking her tongue in your eye. Oh, I guess you get what you pay for. Like, listen, seriously though, yeah. Seriously. Do we know how much bacteria comes from the mouth? Like, or how much bacteria you could have in your mouth? Do you know that you can transfer things like cold sores, herpes? Like, what? Where is the cleaning? And then the amount of eyes she may have contacted with her mouth, if that's her service, that's even dirty in itself. What? Is this actually a thing? Oh my days. I mean, she just licks, does what she does to the eye, then spits. She even used her headscarf to wipe the eye. Like, this is just looking unhygienic. I don't know how this could be an eye cleanse. Your mouth. This is not fresh water. There's no soap that comes from your mouth. Like, what is going on with this world? What the hell? Hey!